So we ranked the spring anime openings. Now it's a new season. It's time to rank the summer anime openings. We still have the same tiers as last time. So first up, the strongest magician in the Demon Lord's army was a human. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, a pretty weak start. I felt like the whole song was just kind of like lazy. There was like no effort. There was like no like motivation. There was like no energy. It was just like, and the beat drop was very disappointing. The only good thing I can say about this was the visuals. The visuals were decent. Even then, I'm gonna have to put this in meh. Next up, Suicide Squad Isekai. Okay, honestly, call me crazy, but I'm putting this in certified classic. Even though this is an anime, they said we don't care. We're still gonna pay homage to classic superhero shows, like obviously Batman, which is very respectable, and visually it did look really good. Next up, My Wife Has No Emotion. Okay, at first I thought this was decent, but then it started cooking up a little bit, started building up, then the beat dropped a little bit, like the visuals, like the singing. You know, I'm fucking with this, I'm vibing with this, you know, I'm put this in vibe, you know, it's groovy. It had my body moving a little bit, not bad. Next up, Shy Season 2. Alright, not bad. I like the song, I like the vocals, the visuals are good. Did have my head bopping a little bit. I also see that it could kind of get you excited for the show, but I will say I do wish that the visuals matched the pace of the song, would have been a little bit better, so I'm gonna put this in solid. Next up, the Ossan Newbie Adventurer. Alright, I don't know if I'm being too generous, but I'm putting this in certified classic. They said, fuck that poppy, upbeat, rap, modern anime opening. We're going old school. We're going classic, which is very respectable. I really enjoyed it. The song was good. Visuals were solid. Definitely get the vibe of what type of show this is. You know, overcoming your trials and tribulations. Next up, Alya sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. Alright, I'm very tempted to put this in that's an anime ass anime opening. It's so close, it's very close, but I think the visuals carried it enough to edge it out, so I'm gonna put it in solid. It wasn't bad, no song wasn't bad, it was okay. The visuals was the star of the show. I will say the song did its job. You know what you're about to get.
Good morning, my brother. なんで? 反応しちゃうから。うわ、これは神作認定せざるを得ない。
I take that back. We don't know what we're about to get into. What the fuck? Next up, Oshinoko Season 2. Hey, oh, okay, hold on, wait. Whoa, hold on, what the, yo, what is this beat? Nah, hold on, now you fucking cooking. Yo, what is this? Nah, hold, let me pause it. Oh, hold on, they beyond cooking. Boy, I don't know what is going on. This is insane. The beat, the switches, oh man, hold on, it's not even done. The song's not even done yet. The beat hasn't even really dropped yet. Okay, let's just continue. Yeah, where the beat drop going? Where is it going? Shit, that bass is hitting though. Oh, yo, what is? Oh my. Not wasting time. Put that in certified classic. I'm not gonna lie, I got goosebumps. I don't know if it was the beat or the visuals and you know what happened in season 1, but my god, they didn't even cook. They threw the fuck down. Like, this is your grandma throwing the fuck down in the kitchen. Honestly, what is there to really say? Everything was phenomenal, especially the visuals. The visuals were beautiful. That's how you match the visuals to the pace of the song. Honestly, hold on, I need to listen to the first opening again. I need to see which one is better.
A few minutes later.
Alright, so obviously both openings are good, but I think the second one is better. I will say I do think both openings have weak beat drops. They're not bad, but to me they're somewhat generic. But the second opening does recover faster and stronger. The beat is better and the switch ups were phenomenal. Also, low key, this band is a cheat code. I fuck with this band. They did the JJK opening Where Our Blue Is. They did part 1 of Bleach 1000 Year Blood War, and they just did Go Go Loser Ranger. Yeah, this might be opening of the year. Next up, Fate of the Majority. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I zoned out at a certain point. I just started thinking about other things. The song wasn't bad, it just didn't really interest me. It didn't really hook me in, didn't really keep my attention. It's meh. The visuals were whatever, and the song was okay. Next up, Days with My Stepsister. Alright, honestly, not much to say. That's an anime-ass anime opening. Nothing really stood out, which isn't a bad thing. Next up, Red Cat Ramen. Okay, not what I was expecting at all. Was caught off guard. This was pretty enjoyable. I think all around everything was good, so I'm gonna put this in solid. Definitely surprised me. It had a nice little build up and the beat drop wasn't bad. Next up, my dear friend. Okay, at first I wasn't sure where I was gonna put this. I was thinking maybe certified classic just for the memes and the visuals, and then I thought maybe anime opening, because the song itself is kind of, you know, kind of falls into that category. But after listening to it a couple more times, it's a certified classic. I know a lot of people are probably already tired of the songs, you know, all because of the memes and stuff, but it's pretty catchy. It's not a bad song, you know, the singing's good. I feel like the pacing of the visuals match the song really well. It has good references and memes. I will say though, I don't know if this is a group or it's like the voice actors singing this, because I know sometimes for certain openings they'll get like the voice actors to sing it, but however many people are singing this opening, there's just one girl that's just so aggressive, very aggressive, singing the hook of the song. She really stands out. Again, a certified classic. Next up, Twilight Out of Focus. Alright, a pretty straightforward opening. Song was good, the singing was really good, the visuals were solid. I like the references. There was a lot of movie references. There was Indiana Jones, Back to the Future, there was Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Shining, and a couple other movies that I just cannot remember the name to, or I just don't know the name. But yeah, good opening and very emotional. I'm gonna put this in solid. Next up, 2.5 Dimensional Seduction. Okay, yeah, that's an anime opening. Wasn't bad, the song was decent, the visuals were solid, but that's about it. Nothing else really stands out. Next up, this is a long ass title, but it's Failure Frame, I Became the Strongest in a Alright, yeah, let's just put that in meh. The song itself wasn't too bad, it was decent, and the visuals weren't bad either, but I just think there was a little too much CGI, and that wouldn't be a bad thing if it looked a bit better. Yeah, definitely a lot left to be desired. This definitely doesn't get me like excited to watch the show, it doesn't hype me up, doesn't like interest me to even watch it. It could have been better. Next up, I Parry Everything. Alright, honestly, not too much to say. This was a solid opening. The song was good, the vocals were good, the visuals were good. I feel like it definitely did a really good job of getting you interested in watching the show, you know, getting you excited for it. Yeah, again, it's a solid opening. Next up, NieR Automata Cour 2. Alright, another one I don't have much to say. It's a solid opening. Next up, Pseudo Harem. Alright, again, another one I don't have much to say. It was a solid opening, singing was good, visuals were good, and that's really it. We did kind of slow down a little bit. These last couple openings haven't really got my body moving, so hopefully it picks back up soon. Next up, Senpai is a Otokonoko. Alright, I really enjoyed that. That was pretty good. Whoever sang this song really did their thing. You know, the vocals were really good, the beat was good, the visuals were good. Also, the visuals matched the tone and the pace of the song very well. Definitely got that emotional vibe, but also that feel-good vibe. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in vibe. Again, really enjoyed this, especially when they were hitting them piano notes. Next up, the Café Terrace and His Goddesses Season 2. Okay, I fuck with this show, I like it, but that's an anime opening. Visually, it was solid, but the song was whatever. Also, if you watch this show, let me know who you think is the best girl. Next up, a Nobody's Way Up to an Exploration Hero. Alright, goddamn, that man was hitting them vocals. But this is an anime opening. Just all around, everything was decent. Next up, CARDFIGHT Vanguard Divinez Season 2. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I was ready to cut this off because this song is definitely not for me. But I will say visually it was solid. Other than that, it was meh. You know, nothing to really write home about. Next up, Dahlia and Bloom. Alright, I don't really have much to say. I thought everything all around was just okay, so I'm gonna have to put it in meh. Next up, Dungeon People. Okay, honestly, at this point, this is just gonna be a short video because I don't know what's going on. It's just getting slower and slower. We're just getting these straightforward, simple openings. It's not a bad thing, you know. The openings are not terrible. I need some like crazy switch up. I need some weird like beat switches or just weird vocals. You know, something to get my body moving, get the head bopping. I need something. Shit, I'll take something that I can just throw an ass. But again, I don't have anything to say about this opening. It was solid. Next up, Grendizer U. Alright, yeah, that's a anime opening. At this point, I'm sitting down. You know, usually I'll stand up for these, but it's not even worth it. Next up, Quality Assurance in Another World. You know, the first half was meh, but then it became an anime opening. It'll get better, right? Next up, the Elusive Samurai. Alright, another solid opening, but this one was a little bit different. There was like these weird sound effects and instruments throughout the trailer, which was very interesting. It definitely spiced it up a little bit. You know, the song was solid and visually it was pretty good. Next up, Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest. Yep, that's anime opening. Next up, Muscle Man Perfect Origin Arc. Alright, not bad, but I'm gonna have to put it in meh because the visuals didn't really match the pacing of the song, especially for certain moments when it was like slower and then it picks back up. I feel like it just didn't really match. It didn't really mesh well. It didn't really flow. Also, since this is about wrestling, I expected it to be a little more faster paced, a little more triumphant. So it was just a little disappointing. Next up, Cheer for You. Alright, this is a meh opening. It wasn't bad, you know, just a very poppy, upbeat song, very high pitched. But I did visually really enjoy it. I like how they animated them cheerleading, look good. Other than that, it was decent. Next up, SHOSHIMIN, How to Become Ordinary. Alright, not bad. Does a really good job of showing you how cinematic the anime is. The song was good, the visuals were good. Definitely get a vibe that the anime might possibly go in a sad direction or end in a sad way. Yeah, really enjoyed it, especially after the second listen. I'm gonna put this in solid. Next up, Tower of God Season 2. Alright, this was slow and kind of melodic. I do wish it hit a little bit harder, you know, it had a little more oomph, especially when the beat dropped. I also wish that there was a switch up at some point, but this was a solid opening. Did have my foot tapping a little bit. Next up, VTuber Legend. Okay, this was what I was kind of asking for. Very weird and quirky song. There was some moments where you had the MC doing some voice lines, making noises. Visually, just a lot of random shenanigans going on, goofiness, but it wasn't bad. Definitely got crackhead energy and D-Gen vibes. I'm gonna put this in solid. Very different and refreshing, unlike the last couple openings. Next up, Wistoria Wand and Sword. Okay, a very fitting opening for this anime. I like this song and the visuals were solid. Yeah, pretty straightforward. I'm gonna put this in solid. Next up, A Journey Through Another World, Raising Kids While Adventuring. Alright, this song is very fitting for this anime. Yup, that's an anime opening. Next up, Myronaka Punch. Yo, what the No, I respect it. You know, I love the energy. Right. Just so random. Okay, very interesting. The first couple of seconds, I was like, you know, this is decent. You know, it's cool. It's whatever. But as it went on, it definitely grew on me. Really enjoyed how weird and zany it was. The song was good. The vocals were good. It did seem like it was a voice actresses singing the song. So it had some good switch ups when it was their turn to sing. Obviously, visually, it was really good with its random shenanigans. So I'm gonna put this in vibe. I really fuck with this. Next up, No Longer Allowed in Another World. Alright, nothing too crazy. This was a solid opening, but I will say what stood out to me were the vocals. The vocals were really good. Everything else was solid. Next up, Love is Indivisible by Twins. Alright, I was kind of torn where I was gonna put this because at first, it started off as an anime opening, but as it went on, I was kind of vibing with it. It wasn't bad, but I feel like it needs a little more. It needs a little more like pizzazz, just a little more something. I like the energy and visually it was solid, so I'm gonna put it in solid. Next up, Our Last Crusade or The Rise of a New World Season 2. Okay, I thought I was gonna put this in meh, but as the song went on, it definitely got better. The bass was hitting, then the beat drop and the vocals hit even harder. I like the song, it definitely grew on me. And visually, it was okay, kinda generic, but I'm gonna put this in solid. Next up, Bye Bye Earth. Alright, yeah, another one I don't have anything to say. It was meh. Next up, Why Does Nobody Remember Me in This World? Alright, yeah, I don't need to hear anymore. That's an anime opening. Next up, Atari My Dear Moments. Alright, just another one where I just don't have much to say. A pretty generic song, but it doesn't quite fall into anime opening, so it's meh. Next up, Spice and Wolf. Alright, pretty much what I expected from this anime, a very slow, somewhat somber opening. I will say, I don't know if it's just me, I don't know if I'm tripping, but it felt like at a certain point, the vocals kind of got like weird if it wasn't like mixed well. Maybe it's just me or that's how it's supposed to be. I don't know, it sounded a little off to me. Overall though, a nice song. I'm gonna put this in solid. Next up, Reincarnated as a Slime Season 3 Opening 2. Alright, don't have too much to say. I didn't really care for the song was whatever, but visually it did look really good. I like the art style they went for. I like the editing choices, so I'm gonna put this in meh. Next up, The Fable Opening 2. Alright, hold on. Low key, they kind of cooked. We don't know what the fuck they were saying, but they were spitting. They're going in. They had some bars. Honestly, not what I expected, especially from the first opening. The first opening was okay. It was decent, especially visually. It could have been better. The song was okay in the first opening. I think I put it in meh. But this one, they cooked. I ain't gonna lie, they cooked. They did their thing. But all around, a definite upgrade from the first opening. Really enjoyed this. So I'm gonna put this in banger. Next up, My Hero Academia Season 7 Opening 2. Okay, not too much to say. Another opening that's very fitting for its anime. The song was good and the visuals were solid, so I'm gonna put it in solid. And the final opening, Makine Too Many Losing Heroines. Okay, that was very interesting. I'm very close to putting this in anime opening because the song itself is kind of whatever, but obviously the visuals really stand out. And there were some moments where there was like just weird vocals and singing and some switch ups. So I think those few things did enough to, just to put it in solid.
The next day.
Alright, after listening to these again, it's time to make a few changes. Cheer for You moves up to solid, Tower God moves up to vibe, Pseudo Harem also moves up to vibe, My Onaka Punch moves up to certified classic, and Senpai is an Otokonoko certified classic. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe. Other than that, I'm out.